हेलो यर्स, एक बार फिर आपका स्वागत है गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज नारनौल के ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब चैनल पे। और ये जो हमारा वीडियो सीरीज़ है आवर एल्यूमनी आवर हीरो, उसके अंतर्गत आज हमारे साथ खास मेहमान हैं जो कि जियोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट के एल्यूमनी हैं, श्री ओपी यादव सर। सर, हम आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत करते हैं। एक्चुअली आवर एल्यूमनी आवर हीरो सीरीज जो है उसके अंतर्गत हम हमारे कॉलेज के एल्यूमनी से बात करते हैं और उनके लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस को हम शेयर करते हैं, उनसे जानते हैं कि उनकी जर्नी कैसी रही, ताकि जो करंट स्टूडेंट हैं वो उनके पाथ को फॉलो कर सके, उनको एक डायरेक्शन मिल सके कि किस तरीके से उन्हें लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है। तो सबसे पहले एक ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन श्री ओपी यादव सर के बारे में बताना चाहूँगा। उनका मोर देन 35 ईयर्स एक्सपीरियंस रहा एटॉमिक मिनरल डायरेक्टरेट में, जो कि देश की एक सर्वोच्च वैज्ञानिक संस्था है। और उनकी ये जो पूरी जर्नी रही, उनके तमाम पहलुओं के बारे में हम यहाँ पे बात करेंगे। और आउटसेट में मैं चाहूँगा कि हम ग्राउंड रूट से स्टार्ट करें। सर, जानना चाहेंगे कि आपकी जो पृष्ठभूमि है, फैमिली पृष्ठभूमि है, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा ब्रीफली हमें बताएं कि आप किस पृष्ठभूमि से आते हैं, प्लीज सर।
थैंक यू डॉक्टर जयपाल। मैं एक्चुअली नारनौल के पास ही एक छोटे से गांव से बिलोंग करता हूं और मेरे पिताजी एक साधारण किसान थे और मेरी स्कूलिंग जो है वो मेरे गांव के पास ही कृष्णनगर स्कूल से हुई और बाकी मेरी जो कंप्लीट टिल पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन जो स्टडी है वो गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज नारनौल से हुई। और उसके बाद मैं अपने इस विभाग में चला गया, एटॉमिक मिनरल्स डायरेक्टरेट फॉर एक्सप्लोरेशन रिसर्च।
जी सर, जब हम जियोलॉजी की बात करते हैं, क्योंकि स्कूल लेवल पे हम जियोलॉजी को नहीं पढ़ते हैं, तो एक इंटरेस्टिंग क्यूरियोसिटी ये रहती है कि आपकी जियोलॉजी में एंट्री कैसे हुई, हाउ यू डिसाइड टू चूज द जियोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट, तो उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए सर।
इनफैक्ट मैं भी जियोलॉजी का नाम तक नहीं जानता था। जैसे आपने कहा कि स्कूल में ये सब्जेक्ट है नहीं, कॉलेज में जब हम गए तो जरूर ये सब्जेक्ट बीएससी लेवल तक था, एमएससी उस समय तक नहीं आई थी, बिकॉज 74 में मैं गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज नारनौल में पास आउट होके और मेरा करियर शुरू किया। तो मेरा शुरू का जो सब्जेक्ट था, कॉम्बिनेशन था, वो फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, मैथमेटिक्स था। उसमें मैंने प्री यूनिवर्सिटी किया, देन व्हाट यू कॉल बीएससी पार्ट 1 किया। देन this subject was there in the college and I had some discussion with the professor of that department, Dr. R.K. Goyla, and I found that this is one sort of different thing, earth science sort of thing. So I asked him, sir, is it in brief what will you say, how it is different from geography and other subjects? Then he told me in brief that this is the curriculum of this subject, and I really found it interesting, just as for my study purpose. And one thing more, he told me that it is very good for the competitions also. So I thought of taking this subject and I dropped one subject, mathematics, at that BSc part 2 and took the geology.
Okay. तो सर, जब आपने जियोलॉजी सब्जेक्ट चूज किया तो उसके बाद आपका अनुभव कैसा रहा यूजी लेवल पे और पीजी लेवल पे जियोलॉजी जब आपने स्टडी किया? सो हाउ यू सी द सब्जेक्ट?
I found it very interesting. In fact, I can say right now, because this subject is very, very informative subject. If you really go in the depth, right from the BSc level, I saw that this subject is really a combination of many subjects. It is not a single subject that you study and it becomes interesting when it involves the other subjects. So we really found, and moreover the involvement of the field work trips and field work, we really enjoyed that, because that time we could see the places like Khetri Copper Belt, then field areas of Kishangarh, then in Mosabani, Bihar, Hindustan Copper Limited, all these things, not only the surface, even at the underground mines. It was a great experience and we really loved those trips and enjoyed those trips.
Okay, sir.
So we found it really interesting.
Okay. Sir, as we see your profile, we can see that your maximum service was with the Atomic Mineral Directorate. So हम जानना चाहेंगे कि आपका एटॉमिक मिनरल डायरेक्टरेट में एज ए जो साइंटिस्ट आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा, क्योंकि आई थिंक एएमडी में जो है मल्टी डिसिप्लिन से साइंटिस्ट आते हैं, तो जियोलॉजिस्ट की भूमिका को आप कैसे देखते हैं वहाँ पे?
Yes, right, Dr. Jaipal. Actually, basically, this is the Atomic Minerals Directorate is the research and development wing of the Department of Atomic Energy. Geology is the base subject for this department because this gives fuel to the nuclear industry. The task of this department is to discover uranium, thorium, rare metal, rare earths, which are very highly used in this nuclear industry. So this comes at the front end of this nuclear industry, and of course all branches of science are available. Physicists are there, chemists are there, engineers are there, but geologist has to lead the journey. Because ultimately uranium and rare metal and rare earths, they will be with the Mother Earth. So the geologist has to define the locations where we have to work, how we have to plan, how we have to target, how we have to narrow down the target areas. So it is really very, very interesting sort of thing, because exploration for all the minerals goes hand in hand, let it be copper, lead, zinc, anything. But when we come to the uranium, rare elements and rare earths, really something different you learn, which is not possible when you go for other minerals. So this sort of experience in the department, the spectrum is very broad. The knowledge dimensions are wide, rather, like I should say, because you have to be in touch with all other subjects besides geology.
Yes.
So it was a very interesting journey in AMD, and I really enjoyed.
Okay. सर, जैसा कि हमें मालूम है आप सिलेक्शन कमेटी के मेंबर रहे हैं कई बोर्ड्स में, तो जब स्टूडेंट, खास करके स्टूडेंट्स के माइंड में या कैंडिडेट्स के माइंड में एक फियर होता है, एक डायलेमा होता है कि इंटरव्यू को कैसे प्रिपेयर करें, तो उनके लिए आप खास क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे कि किस चीज़ पे फोकस होना चाहिए, फोकस एरिया क्या होना चाहिए उनका ड्यूरिंग प्रिपरेशन?
Well, actually, interview for any post or any institution is really a very important thing, because you have to face the people and you have to be very stable in all the things, not only in your knowledge but your personality. Emotionally you have to be stable. Many things are seen in the interview, so you should have art to answer the questions. You should have a thorough knowledge. Not the superficial knowledge will never work, because there are stages of questions in the interview. We will ask some fundamental thing about something. If you are able to answer, then that line will tell us that what next stage question relating to this will be important for you.
Very true.
Then third stage, then fourth stage. That's how we distinguish between the two intelligent people. Single question, but 4 stage answers. Say first the concept, you can then the advance of that concept, then the depth of that concept, and then the peripherals of that concept. So it is not possible to be superficial for the interview. You have to know the things in a right way, right understanding. Either you do not utter the word. If you utter the word, you should have depth in that, what you have told. That is very, very important. If somebody wants that just I will this definition, that definition, and I will get through, I think nowhere. And particularly BIS interview is known for that, because it is lengthy, around 1 hour,
Okay.
and you cannot you cannot hide anything from your spectrum of knowledge. So that assessment is very, very critical, and one has to be thorough in the subject, and not only in the subject, anything peripheral to that subject. As I have told that for geology students, it is very essential to know about the physics, chemistry, engineering part, environmental part, and everything. For any other subject, it may not be that true. But for geology students, this is well. Because I was the member for the geology and geophysics. So people have to be thorough, and you can be thorough only when you study thorough, and your study is thorough, not patchy, and with understanding. If you don't understand the thing and keep with you, you will be never able to recapitulate it.
Very true.
So this is my message to the students, that whenever they read, they should read thoroughly all aspects of the subject and their depth and their application part also. Not only knowing the thing is not sufficient, why it is important to the society. Suppose it is there, okay. Then what for it is useful to the country, how you are going to utilize it. All this.
Okay. Sir, we also seen that your many research paper had been published. So यहाँ पे मैं आपकी जो रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस है उसके बारे में जानना चाहूँगा. आपका रिसर्च एरिया और रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा?
This is very interesting part of the service where you work some in the area. Actually, it is beneficial in two ways. When you plan to write a research paper in the area you are working, it gives a lot of scope to read the things, because you can write the research paper only when you read so many research papers before that, or so many books before that, because it needs the concept, it needs the interpretation, it needs the new things to be incorporated, how it is different. It also needs the grammatically correct language. So it is beneficial in all these ways. And another, you know that whenever you publish the research paper, then only your things will come in the public domain. Otherwise, sometimes what happens, you work in certain areas, your report is submitted, maybe very important things in that report, but they were not consulted by the coming generations, because the reports will not come out. But if it is a research paper, definitely it will be always in the public domain. So we must encourage this sort of thing, that wherever we work, we should have then research bent of mind. It will come only when you think of writing the things. Otherwise, just a conventional sort of work will not benefit neither the individual nor the organization.
आपका रिसर्च एरिया सर मेनली किस रीजन में आपका रिसर्च रहा, उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए.
ऐसे तो मेरा एरिया बहुत सारे, मैं बता देता हूँ आपको इन ब्रीफ. North Delhi Fault Belt is one domain where I work maximum. First concept of metasomatic origin of halbitides in North Delhi Fault Belt. It was published in 97 in ML Sukhadia University, where there was a seminar, and that paper I submitted that. Okay. Later on, there is a series of papers in this area on this subject, and the other many. Then you see the mathematical modeling by integrating the geophysical data and all these things. Then in Nagpur I was there, so I worked in Gondwanas. There also I could publish so many papers. Then in the other areas of Chhattisgarh and Central India. Then I was in Hyderabad. There, of course, I was dealing with all India sort of things, because additional director level deals with so many regions. So there also I have many areas where I got the opportunity to work and give my things. Then trans-Aravalli investigations is one thing. We work for the superficial type of deposits. That also in Rajasthan, we were exploring this paleo channel of Saraswati. And in that we were exploring for those type of superficial type of deposits. There also we have got a little success. Of course, there is not a very breakthrough, as far as uranium deposits are concerned, but we are in a quite advanced stage in that work, and maybe in the future we may expect some sort of superficial type of deposit in this value channel. It is there in the right from the Rajasthan goes up to Haryana and Punjab. Then I worked in Haryana also, in Antri Biharipur, this Roshi and all these things. As I told you earlier that I was having very keen interest in pegmatites. So I would like to tell you, when I was working in this Raghunathpura near Narnaul, I could pick up some emerald pieces. Of course, they were fractured, they could not be polished, but that gemstone type of things, because pegmatite is a storehouse of all these things.
Yeah.
So, and in Bile area, I could get the transparent variety of the garnets. So in Haryana also very interesting geology at many places.
Yes.
So all these things were very interesting, and research paper, of course, I love to. Probably that's why this much I could do, because I always thought that whatever I do, it should be on record. And let it be a complete research and documentation at some platform. Otherwise, they may be with you or they may be in reports which may not come out in the public domain, and the society will not get benefited by those reports.
Yes, very true. One more I can see in the list is Samaj Seva Ratan Award. Shows that you are also associated with the Samaj Seva.
That was after retirement. I am settled here, as I have told you, that near Narnaul. So people asked me to deliver my things to the students. I visited various schools and colleges nearby. Then not only for geology, in subject or any curiosity of the students, anything which I could deliver. So they enjoyed, their teachers as well as students, they enjoyed my discussions, and many places I have covered like this. And also you will be surprised to know that in the few days back, one school in Pune, they told the kids actually of school kids just up to 8th class, they told me that you tell something to them. I selected the topic geology for kids. Geology for kids means I understood that up to what level they can understand. Actually, I wanted to tell you one thing, because it is not there in the schools. Then afterwards also very limited institutions.
Yes.
So one of our major work should be to make aware about the geology, science of geology into the society. Okay, you agree, I think, with this?
Yeah.
Because in society, this subject is less known, we can say. Whereas its importance in daily life is very high.
Yes, sir.
You tell me where you can do without geology. Any domain you take. Leave apart the geological departments. Any domain you talk, agriculture, any industry, even IT industry, everything, high-end technology, chips they want, rare earth elements. Where they will come, where from they will come from the geological.
Yeah.
So one saying is also there that the civilization exists with the geological consent and subject to change without notice. So many things are there: earthquakes, landslides, natural disasters. Anywhere you go, because geological things are so important and they are being utilized also. But society is very less informed. What I wanted to say you, then the teachers and students of that school, they told, sir, will it be easily digestible to the students and all these things? This science, okay, when I will talk, you tell me. First I took the feedback from the students, very fundamental things. Then I started my things like, say, I will go just brief, say, telling something about the history of the earth, something about the layers of the earth, something about its formation, something about the, say, its evolution, then small things about how the life forms come into existence, then the dinosaur interesting part, then the volcanoes, then the earthquakes, little bit. And you know, the 8th class students, up to 8th class students, they have started asking many interesting questions.
Yes, sir.
They enjoyed this. till today they are appreciating that, sir, it was very interesting, and really we were never knowing that this is, all those things are in the syllabus, but they don't cover it in geology.
Yes, sir.
They don't cover it in geology. So geology, science of geology is less known to the society.
Yes,
So
sir.
this should be our actually major work to get them acquainted with this subject, that this subject is a very important subject in our daily life.
Very true. Very interesting.
So all these works were recognized, and once Shivani University was felicitating some senior citizens. So there also I went there and give some lectures. Then they told, sir, we want you to be the recipient of this award in our university because you have worked in this area. I told them, I have not much work so far, but if you feel that you are happy, then definitely. So it is from that university.
Okay, sir. Definitely, sir, you have done wonderful work in your professional life as well as for the society. तो मैं भी चाहूँगा कि आप करंट स्टूडेंट जो कॉलेज के हैं, नॉट ओनली जियोलॉजी स्टूडेंट, इन जनरल करंट स्टूडेंट है, उनको क्या आप संदेश देना चाहेंगे, बिकॉज इट विल बी ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट.
I think first I would like to tell them that the first and foremost message, let it be any subject, the students needs to look, they need not look where to look, they need to know where to look, they need not to see the things. First they should have that outlook that where they have to go.
Direction is very important.
Direction is very important. Then, as I told you earlier, that you do what you love. As a burden, if you take anything, any subject or any line, it will be never successful, and your life will also be never contented. You must have a passion. If you have the capacity to change it, you change it. Otherwise, you start loving it. You should have a passion and give your full strength to achieve the goals in that line. I don't say that you become a geologist or you only become a physicist or anything, but wherever you go, you should go with a full effort.
Yes, sir.
Many times I have seen that people come to the department, because I was also in a very department where lot of people are there with many disciplines. Many of them, I used to see that they were not contented with their life. So I always gave them the message that you please, either you, if you have the power to change it, you change it, or you start loving it.
Yeah.
Then all the success will come. And another thing is, motivation is a very important aspect of life. Let it be at any stage. It can do. So start, let it be teachers or let it be any level, profession. Motivation is most important to achieve the things, and motivation can bring you a great success in any endeavor. That is my message.
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir, हमसे बातचीत करने के लिए. Although we are interacting online, और हम जल्दी चाहते हैं कि कोविड सिचुएशन जो है नॉर्मल हो, और कॉलेज कैंपस में आपका हमेशा स्वागत है. हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि जल्दी कॉलेज में आप आएँ, इंटरेक्ट करें. सो थैंक यू वेरी मच, सर.
Thank you so much. Actually, I am really delighted that you have given me this opportunity, and best of luck and good luck to all of you. Thanks.